Can you just cite me?
Nope, no sir. No sir. Because I think you're acting as a law enforcement officer. You have a dash cam as well?
Mm-hmm.
On February 8th, 2019, Detective David Dillon of the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office was on South Pine Street in Cabot, Arkansas, when a black Dodge Ram lit up green, red, and yellow and shot down the center turn lane, passing cars at around 90 miles an hour. Dillon pulled it over. The driver wore a badge around his neck and a body camera on his chest. Asked who he was, he said he was an arson investigator, then a volunteer. The detective had questions. Welcome to Badge Done Right, where we spotlight law enforcement done right. If you're new here, hit subscribe and join us. Now let's get into the story.
Okay, so you're not with any law enforcement agency?
No.
But you're wearing a badge like you are.
Well,
you ID'd yourself to the sheriff as an arson investigator.
I'm sorry, sir?
You ID'd yourself as an arson investigator, right? Where does that radio go to?
It's Adam Radio. It's A-Win Radio.
Where did you get an A-Win radio at?
I'm with Adam as well.
What Adam?
Arkansas Department of Emergency Management.
You work for them?
I'm a volunteer for them, yes, sir.
Who's the supervisor over that? Do they know you're wearing that radio while you're working your private job, serving civil papers?
Yes, sir.
They know you're using that radio?
Yes, sir.
They do.
The man, later identified as Jeremy Kirk, said he worked for the Arkansas Department of Emergency Management. Good police work is verification, not assumption. Dillon pressed him. Who's your supervisor? And do they know you're using this radio on a private job serving papers? Kirk kept answering yes. The detective made a note to check that claim with the agency itself.
Didn't know he was behind you, did you? You're not law enforcement, you understand that, right?
Yes. I don't have blue lights either.
You're right, you don't have blue lights, but you're driving crazy down the middle of the road.
Okay.
That's not an emergency to go serve civil papers.
Okay.
This is our guy who serves our civil papers. Would you do that?
Okay.
They're writing you some tickets, and we're going to go to court, and there's other things we're going to do here.
Okay.
You got handcuffs in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What are the handcuffs for?
They're from...
What are they for?
They're a theft deterrent.
A theft deterrent?
Yep.
What does theft deterrent mean?
Well, it'll keep somebody from breaking into my truck. Hopefully. That's the thought.
Calmly, Dillon laid out the problem. Kirk admitted he had no blue lights, but he'd been driving recklessly with colored lights flashing. That's not an emergency, the detective told him. Kirk's explanation, that the lights were a deterrent in case someone broke into his truck, didn't hold up. You don't get to play emergency vehicle on a public road.
Law enforcement officer.
Nope.
Certified what? Fire and explosion investigator.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a badge to serve papers that says that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're trying to ID yourself and come off as a law enforcement officer.
No.
That's what it looks like to me. Why would you wear an arson investigator badge to serve civil papers? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney having present during questioning. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you free of charge before any questions are asked. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
You can answer questions if you so desire and make a statement without consulting an attorney. Understand that?
By the book, Dillon read Kirk his Miranda rights, the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, and confirmed Kirk understood them before continuing. He also took stock of the gear, a badge reading Certified Fire and Explosion Investigator, and papers Kirk said he was there to serve.
Understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the canine?
At home.
What kind of dog is it?
German Shepherd.
What does it do?
He's a tracking dog. He's a certified search and rescue dog.
So, Adam gave you an A-Win radio.
Yes, sir.
Who at Adam do you work for?
I work for the Races.
For what?
Races?
Races?
Yes. Radio emergency, radio amateur civil emergency service. There we go.
Let me see your radio. Hold on. We're going to do this. Let me see that part. You have an ID from Adam?
I do.
Let me see it.
Sure.
What's the phone number to add it?
I've got it in my phone.
Arson investigator, emergency management volunteer, search and rescue handler with a German Shepherd, amateur radio operator, civil process server. With each question, the role shifted. Experienced officers know the pattern. When the story keeps moving, the truth usually isn't in any single version of it.
There any weapons inside your vehicle?
Nope.
None at all? I mean, I seen an aspen on the door.
That is a bite stick for dog training, sir.
Okay. You mind if I open your door and activate the lights so the lights are color in front of your truck?
I'll be happy to do that for you, sir.
That's a bite stick for dogs?
That is a bite stick for dogs. It's an aspen.
According to the inventory, the truck held gear that mirrored real law enforcement. Several pairs of handcuffs, an expandable baton, a taser, pepper spray, bear spray, a flashlight, a mounted radar like the ones in their patrol cars, a portable breath tester, and a radio programmed with the sheriff's own dispatch channel. Kirk was dressed in tan tactical pants and a black polo, nearly identical to the deputy's uniform.
Let me hold it to you.
That's everything I'm serving, sir.
No, I told you what you were serving. What I asked for was very clear. What are you serving right now that you were driving like that for?
Restraining order.
You serving a restraining order, which is not a, that's for a divorce.
An order to give up the kids, and there's
You
a whole
drive
bunch
90
of other
miles an
stuff.
hour down a turn lane, school's about to get out, you put everybody's life at risk?
And
I
you
don't
got
think I
till
was
March
driving
21st.
90. I'm sorry, sir.
And you got till March 21st.
Let me see that.
Well, that's the court date.
Well, he's also our civil process server, so you can't.
Right.
District Court of Harris County, Texas.
Mhm.
You said it was from Lonoke County.
I'm authorized through Lonoke County.
No,
sir.
That is not what you told me.
You told me when I pulled up to you, you said this is through Lonoke County. This is a divorce.
Yes, sir. It's a result of a divorce.
Kirk said he was serving papers, an emergency custody order involving children, which he said was why he'd been driving 90. But the account wobbled again. First a restraining order, then a divorce, then a custody matter out of Texas. Dillon stayed patient and kept testing each answer against the last.
Well, let me fix that for you.
No, leave it right there.
You can leave it right there. You got it on. That handcuffs is a theft deterrent.
Yeah, and that aspeton's a bite term for a dog.
What process company do you work for?
I work for myself, sir.
What's the name of your company?
Kirk Legal process.
Who do you work for? What are some of your clients?
Well, actually, this is the first one.
This is the first one.
You thinking you can go to jail? Running lights? Wearing a badge?
Criminal impersonation is what I think it's going to be.
Without a doubt.
Where are you from?
Jacksonville.
You have a revoked handgun license.
Kirk said he ran his own process-serving company and admitted this was his very first paper. Then came a detail that mattered. His handgun license had been revoked. A check of his record was about to explain why.
There. Hand him the papers.
Okay.
Put your hands on the truck. You have anything else on you shouldn't have on you?
Nope.
Are you incorporated?
I am.
To the state of Arkansas.
Yes.
Who are you working for to serve these papers?
Myself.
No. Who asked you to serve these papers?
Oh, well, that's the attorney out of
Texas.
Texas. Yes, sir.
How'd they get a hold of you?
Internet.
These are the first papers you're served.
Yes, sir.
You've never served any other papers.
Nope.
So why is your handgun license revoked? You have your criminal history?
She's got it.
And so, give us the history.
Here's the legal core. According to the affidavit, Kirk had a 2008 felony conviction for aggravated assault. Under Arkansas law, a convicted felon can't legally serve civil process. The detective spelled out the logic plainly. You've got handcuffs, a badge, a body camera, lights and sirens. You look like law enforcement. And no agency in this country is going to use a felon as an arson investigator.
I'm not trying to be the police.
What are you trying to be then? Why are you running like this? No other paper server does that. My guy drives a marked unit. He doesn't drive like that.
Okay.
He's a full-time certified deputy that serves papers.
Yeah.
And he didn't act like this.
Yeah.
And you got this badge on right here. Why are you wearing an arson investigator badge to serve papers?
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't. That I don't get shot.
So you're impersonating an officer.
No.
You're trying to impersonate an officer.
No.
That's what you're hoping it doesn't get you shot. You're
100.
go ahead.
An arson investigator badge.
So you're
Dillon asked the simple question, "What are you trying to be?" He pointed to the obvious danger. A real deputy serves these same papers and doesn't drive like this. When the detective noted the badge could get Kirk shot, Kirk's own answer was telling. He was hoping it doesn't. That is exactly the risk impersonation creates, for him and for everyone around him.
we're towing it, and we're going to inventory it.
Okay.
Because you got handcuffs, you got a badge, you got a body camera, you resemble law enforcement, you're running lights and sirens down the middle of the road. You're telling me that the reason you have handcuffs is to theft deterrent, which doesn't make sense. You got felony charges on you, and you got a badge. And I know what it says when I get close, and I know what you're saying. You're saying you're an arson investigator. Nobody in this state or this country is going to use you as an arson investigator because you're a felon. Okay? This, to me, looks like you're impersonating an officer. You're running down the middle of the road at over 90 miles an hour with lights going. It says, "Caution, working dog." You're saying you're a civil process server. You're telling us that you were trying to get here because this says take kids and stuff. This doesn't say take kids. This says it's an emergency order.
Okay.
So the reason we're telling you also about it, why do you have a radar in there?
It says I enjoy playing with it.
You're playing with it.
Yeah, I enjoy just watching it.
The radar, you're enjoying.
Dillon summed it up. Emergency lights and sirens, over 90 miles an hour, a badge, a body camera, handcuffs, a radar, and a felony record. To a trained officer, this wasn't a process server. It was someone impersonating one of them and endangering the public to do it. The truck would be towed and its contents held as evidence.
You can be a felon and a notary?
No. You can't be bonded and be a felon. Did they know that you're... When did this get issued?
That was issued, it expired in 2027, so it's recent.
So you lied on some paperwork there to get that. It asked if you've been convicted of crimes.
Nope.
You didn't lie on it?
Nope.
You put on there you was a felon?
Nope.
Have you been pardoned?
Nope.
Back 346?
Nope.
Did you mark on your application when you did that?
Not mark what?
On your notary?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
What are the handcuffs for?
I said theft deterrent.
What about the ones in the bag and the pepper spray?
The ones in the
There was more. Kirk claimed to be a notary, but in Arkansas, a felon can't be bonded, and you can't hold a notary commission without a bond. Pressed on whether he'd disclosed his record on the application, he effectively admitted he had not. Another credential built on a false statement.
What search and rescue are you with?
I'm an independent search and rescue guy. I have a dog, and if somebody needs me, they call me.
Have you been drinking today?
No. My mouth is really dry. That's why it sounds like that.
When's the last time you searched?
I'm sorry?
When's the last time you searched?
Not this year.
Not this year, why not?
Hadn't had any calls.
got canine on the front of his truck.
Working dog.
Last fire you been to?
I'm sorry?
Last fire you been to?
A couple of years ago.
Gloves.
No.
So you're not associated with any fire department?
Nope.
Any search or rescue?
Just what I told you.
So when you got this tag, did you not put down you was with search and rescue?
I was with search and rescue, yes.
What?
Uh-huh. And I still do that.
You do?
What kind of dog you got?
German Shepherd.
What is it trained in?
Tracking and trailing.
That's it?
That's it.
What language does it speak?
He's in German.
German?
Yep.
Just so happen I'm a dog guy.
Yeah. I love our dogs.
I'm sorry?
Even near the end, the roles kept coming. Internet search and rescue, a tracking dog, though he hadn't actually been on a search in years. The detective listened, checked, and stayed professional through all of it. That patience is the job. Kirk was charged with first-degree criminal impersonation, criminal use of prohibited weapons, a prohibited person using emergency lights and sirens, and speeding. In December 2019, he accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanors, the emergency lights violation and speeding, and was sentenced to 1 year of probation, plus roughly $1,200 in fines. After the office went public, it asked whether anyone else had encountered him posing as an officer. Responses came in from citizens and from other agencies, even, reportedly, a letter from the DEA. And then the part that shows why this stop mattered. A little over a year later, in April 2020, Kirk was arrested again, this time accused of pulling over a teenage driver while posing as a police officer and taking her license. The detectives read in 2019 that this man was a danger to the public, proved exactly right. It would have been easy to write this off as an odd guy with too much gear. Detective Dillon didn't. He saw what the badge, the lights, and the dispatch channel radio actually added up to. A man impersonating the very people sworn to protect the public, while driving in a way that could have killed someone. And he handled it the right way. Calm, rights read, every claim checked against the source, instead of taken on faith. He never had to raise his voice. He just kept asking the next honest question. Good policing isn't always a dramatic rescue. Sometimes it's a detective on a roadside, methodically making sure a fake badge never gets to act like a real one. A year later, the danger he spotted became real, and the record shows he was right to act. That's the story out of Lonoke County, Arkansas. Proof that good policing isn't the exception, it's a choice officers make every single day. Subscribe, stay sharp, and remember, accountability works both ways. I'll see you in the next story.